I think we have Dr. Subramaniam Swaminathan live with us. Dr. Subramaniam Swaminathan, good afternoon. Joining us live from Chennai, a very reputed name, Senior Consultant of Infectious Diseases at the Gleneagles Global Health City. Dr. Subramaniam, very, very exciting news this afternoon of the first COVID vaccine being authorized. Now, from an Indian perspective, what will this mean for us?
And getting close to the finish line. And the better news is that there are more vaccines which are getting close to the finish line. So it's not going to be the only vaccine which is going to be an option. There are going to be more options available. So I think a basket of options is going to be a good thing for all of us. And right now, also remember that now the countries are also in a race to get the vaccines because production is going to take time. So obviously, certain countries are trying to get a leg up and trying to get the vaccines for themselves. And obviously, there's going to be a little bit of pushing and pulling and all that stuff. So till the vaccine supplies have been standardized and enough volumes come out, I think there is going to be a little bit of pulling and pushing, but that's to be expected in this kind of a scenario. But overall, I think it's a good thing. But having said that, I would still caution people that this does not supplant a mass use because it's going to take a lot of time for us to get enough vaccines to cover a significant proportion of the population. And remember, even if you get the first dose now, it's going to another dose after a month. And then a month after that is when the vaccine benefit starts kicking in. So all of this is not going to replace the mask as of today. So let's not forget about what we need to do. But this is definitely good news.
Certainly good news. And looking at and you made a very critical point that there are several vaccines in the final stage, in the finishing stage now. And we know that India is in close touch with the UK, and we're also as a nation ready for vaccine distribution. The mechanism, the storage, the delivery, now all of these logistics in the last mile, is being worked out. What kind of an effort will a vaccine distribution take if and when it comes to India, Dr. Swaminathan?
Yeah, so the point is that you may have -70 freezers, but till you are assured of electricity right down to the last level, it's going to be tricky. You know, these are very high-end machines. For some of us who've been involved in trials which involve -70 freezers, there involves calibration at least on a weekly basis to make sure that it's working well and things like that. There's a heck of a lot of spade work which is involved in this. So it's not just as simple as, you put dry ice and it'll be okay. There's a lot of spade work in ensuring that the potency of the vaccine is well preserved till it reaches the endpoint. So obviously there's a lot of work involved, a lot of prep work that needs to be done, but it can be done. See, our vaccines are our strength. We are a nation which is known for good vaccine practices, and our pediatric vaccine campaigns are a remarkable testament of how much we have done. So we should draw on our strengths. It's possible, but it requires a lot of advanced planning. And the good news is there are other vaccines which may not meet this kind of stringent conditions. So that's why I think, a mix and match kind of an option should be considered. Maybe for the low risk population, we can go for the easier vaccines. And for the high risk population, the ones who are, the older people, those who are medically debilitated and things like that, those kind of critical people, maybe we can think of the more high potency vaccines. There are various options. I'm not going to say that one is the right answer. We could probably do a mix and match and therefore ensure that everybody gets a good vaccine.
Yeah, absolutely. And you made a critical point about how we have to be very patient with the rollout if and when whatever vaccine comes to India eventually, and the different doses that will be involved, and the limited numbers, of course. I was just looking at the official word that's coming in from the UK, and they themselves are looking at a limited number, maybe 40 million doses, which could cover 1/3 of the population, and that too until the end of 2021. So this is going to be an exercise where everyone will have to be very patient.
It's going to be a little difficult because please understand, I haven't seen the strategic plan of the United Kingdom, but I have reviewed the strategic plan that the United States is going to go after. They've divided the population into 3 and then finally subdivided totally into 5. And the critical group, mass of people who need to be vaccinated, they have estimated that at about 112 million. And those are the people who are going to get the vaccine first. That includes primary first care responders, people who are critical to functioning of day-to-day government, and frontline health workers and things like that. And after that, you go on to the next segment and so on and so on. So it will have to be a domino effect in that you first take care of your critical mass of people so that your society law and order doesn't break down and your healthcare doesn't break down. Then you go to the critical, the ones who are more liable to fall sick and contribute to more illness in the community and things like that, or the super spreader possibilities and things like that, and then move your way outward. So all of this is going to take time. And in a country of, I don't know, 1.3, 1.4 billion, whatever we are, this is going to be a massive, massive, massive exercise. There is no way we're going to be able to get this done in, say, 2-3 months' time. It's going to take months and months of hard work. The government has already started work on it. They're already creating a database of critical people in various sectors. I'm aware of that. So that's a very good thing. So obviously, this is very proactive, and they are doing the spade work and ensuring that, you don't scramble in the last minute. You're collecting all the data up front. And with this database, we can move forward. So this is good. The other countries have also done this. So I'm happy to see that we are keeping pace with what everybody else is doing.